Hello, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to look at breeding of black soldier fly. It's not an easy thing to do, and so I thought I'd spend a few moments just explaining to you how you get best value from this system. So my name's Tim. I work here in Uganda, Rukungiri, helping set up fish farm hubs all around East Africa. Do like and comment if you're interested in that. There's a form that you can fill in, and we're trying to build up a network of people that we can help and we can network with and we can communicate. So please do that, and we'd love to get your feedback. So let's talk through this cage. So this is called a love cage, and I'll give it a tap and you'll see them all move about, all the flies. Look at that, there's a lot of activity going on here. So this is a love cage, and we use this for breeding. And what we do, the first step in the process is to put your black soldier fly, the pupa, in here. Now you can see that these are all actually dormant. Most of these have hatched out already. It's very dry. It's yeah, they're light and not very heavy. But you want to put your larvae into a bucket like this. If they're moving, you need to be a bit careful because they can actually climb out. So you want them at the pupa stage. So that's when they're dormant and they're not moving around. And then you put them into a container like this. We actually will often leave our pupa in here for a while because you get late bloomers. Now we put these fabrics up here as well. The reason we've got these here is it actually allows the flies somewhere else to land, and we can actually put water, we spray water onto this fabric. Because remember, the thing about your flies is, yes, they don't need to eat, they don't eat anything, but they do need to drink. So over here we've got some water in this container. It's very simple, just a bottle, little hole at the bottom, and it drips through, and it allows flies to have a drink. So they can have a drink, that's all they need, but you're also looking for sort of around 60% humidity. So when you put water on these cloth, these bits of fabric, of course that over time just evaporates and you create a humid condition. So that's some of the first things you want to do. The other point I would say is you want to look at your rodent control. So I'll just show you this. We've got here a small container, and inside that, I can hear them buzzing away. Inside that we've got some oil in all four legs. The reason we have that is that's to stop things like ants crawling up or any insects, so they can't touch this frame, and they're not going to bother the flies. So just watch out for your pests, anything like that. Then once you've set up the conditions, you've got to make sure it's got enough water, you've got protection from any pests and things like that. The next thing that you're going to be wanting to do is to set up a place for them to actually lay eggs. So I'll go back in here. Oh, you obviously want to zip this up as well. I've just left it unzipped so I can get my camera quickly in and out. In here we have got a number of smelly substrates. So chicken manure, cow dropping, mushy bananas, anything that really smells you want, because what the flies are trying to do is they want to mate. It's the first thing they do, and they normally mate after maybe on day 2 or 3 after they've emerged as flies. They want to mate, but they want to do it near a food source. So they're smelling around and they'll find this place and go, oh, there's some food here. Now you have to cover it. So we've just used some of this mesh. You can use whatever is going to stop the flies getting in, because otherwise they'll lay directly in the substrate, which you don't want, because you're trying to harvest your eggs in a controlled way. And then you get 2 bits of wood like this. Now in here we've just sellotaped them together. Can you see there's some eggs right there? And those eggs are freshly hatched. They're very pale in colour, and this fly actually is she laying eggs? I suspect she's trying. Can you see how I can't actually see through the mesh if that's the female or not? I think it might be. You can tell because they've got like an ovipositor, it's called. Oh yes, can you see it's wriggling around? Let's try and get it there. So she's actually got her proboscis in and she's trying to lay eggs. So that's very exciting. So we'll keep her on her just to see if we can see the eggs laying. And then you get your eggs being collected here. And then at the end of every day, what I recommend you do is you come along, and once they've stopped moving around, towards the end they don't move around as much, and then you can collect your eggs. You need to weigh them so you know how much you've got. So once you've collected your eggs and you've got your hatchlings, you start the whole process again. So I'll leave her. I don't think she's going to lay just now. I'll remove this, and just to say a big thanks to you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this comment. Do put some comments on your struggles that you're having with any egg laying, but hopefully that's helped you and to fix some of the challenges you might be having.